Did the light just come on my fucking other room? What the fuck?
Dude, Timothy, are you pirating this anime, bro?
I am.
Better.
All right.
Better not.
Last
You know what?
time
Scumbag.
on Godman's World, the assault on Picasso's island. The main architect of Picasso's island was attacked by the boys, the gang, with their old man as their leader. They stormed his fortress and fought hard and strong against every wile that Mr. Holdow, the paint master, could wield. They went through painting after painting, fighting their way through injury, through pain. They all learned something new, that with friendship, they can win the day, though there was a loss. But in war, there are always losses, and to win, you must always sacrifice. On Godman's World.
You good, Louis?
The turtle just died.
Turtle just fucking died. Turtle's fucking dead.
No.
That's gross. That's fucking nasty.
Why?
I just thought, like, slight cover up. Never mind. I won't say the video.
It's been so long, man.
I know.
I actually listen to this whenever I play League like Jojo. I just want to hold your head.
Wait for it, wait for it. He throws the earth.
Oh, shit!
Boom!
Murakami did have some really good fucking moves. Damn. An accident unlocked. Proof the hey kids.
Hello?
Hello?
We there?
Oh.
Alright.
Hey,
Yeah.
cutie.
Down.
You already know how to seduce
the
him real
camera
quick?
lowers on Picasso's island. And there, at Picasso's island, in a great rent where the fist had come out of the earth, it brought all the where it had come from the marble floor of the temple. It ripped up everything, and you could see the earth beneath. And there, when the turtle died, the tree which had been planted on it became a sapling again and planted itself there. And just as it had grown, that's where the turtle was buried, at its feet. All of you stand before this great tree. But the tree, when it came to life and it showed its young eyes drew tighter. It had seen too much to talk so much and be so immature as it had been. It had grown as a person. And now it had grown with resolve, for it had grown close to the soul of the turtle. And now the tree is stoop-backed with resolve and with sadness.
Hey Louis,
Yeah.
we haven't seen anything yet, have we? This could be much more of this. We have to do this quickly.
Old man
No
puts
more
his hand
business,
on
boss.
Old man puts his hand on Clovis's shoulder. He says, Don't let it dismay you, Clovis. Remember, through all the dirt, there is always life. and there will always be flowers one day.
Yes, sir.
I'm not gonna let it happen again.
He turns away. He says, Louis,
Yeah.
we will be leaving the mother tree here as well, with her kin, for the moment. Set the vase in the branches.
Any reason why?
Well, I feel that none can surpass a tree when it must protect its mother. The mother tree can only speak to Louis, and she says, he will be great. I will stay with him, and he will protect me. I know it.
Alright. Set the base down next to the tree.
You see the branches. The tree looks down and says, Mother, as it senses the pressure from the vase. And it slowly takes in its roots. It lifts the vase up into its into its branches, and there it perches with its own little throne.
Oh, that's cool.
Old man says, "See, not all is sad. There is still happiness in this world, boys. Remember that." Meanwhile, we zoom in on a great island, much larger than Picasso's, but a lot less beautiful. It's filled with a lot more buildings. It's clearly a residential island where people live. But at its center is a giant castle with a huge tower, like a colossal tower. And on the tower are giant statues of ladies praying with their hands clasped together.
Ooh.
The castle's huge, and we slowly zoom in on it. And we see a man who looks like this.
He has a smite in his pants?
Yes.
There you go. We see a man who looks like that, strongly resembling the golden faceplate of God-man. Whoops, God-man.
Oh.
It's his son.
Oh shit.
He walks through the courtyard of the great castle with a contingent of golden guards behind him. And he continues walking. And guards do not stop him. They all step out of his way, a whole line of them. You can see on these particular guards that are guarding this castle, they have emeralds inlaid in the gold. And they have a great heart symbol on their chests and on their spears. They look a bit different and far more badass. Champion, the son, walks past. He steps up to the front doors, and all the golden guards know that they cannot pass those doors. Only the special can pass those doors. God-man's kin and those directed by him. They look away, and you see a few glances between the golden guards, and they look nervous. And Champion, sweat beads down his brow, and he gulps. He says, God. He blows out smoke. He says, God, I hate going in here. This guy. Oh. He opens the door. It goes. It's this giant door. And it pushes open. And there's a giant shadowy hall. He starts stepping inside. And he continues walking. And walking. And walking. And he steps up to a giant pedestal. Like a giant pedestal with like sentinel statues all around it, like of lions and shit. And chimeras and shit. And there's a small, kind of frail looking man sitting upon the statue. He looks like this. Sort of like that. There.
Ugly motherfucker.
He's very serious looking and dark. He's Champion looks up at him and shivers before him. He says, I must pass. Pass for? He says. And then the sound does not come from the man's mouth. It echoes through the whole room, the whole chamber. He says, you know what I'm here for. Now let me pass. I'm the son of God, man. He starts walking. He passes the pedestal and starts going toward the door. And then you hear and a giant network of chains appears right in front of him. Right in front of the door that he's going towards. A giant network of chains. And all of the chains, the chinks in between the chains, the little, hole areas of the chains, eyes open up in all those little chinks. And they all start staring at him from every direction. Sweat beads his brow and he gulps. He says, you will show me identification that you can enter her chamber. His head slowly turns. The man in white, he says, or the white-faced man. He says, here, I have it, you damn fool. Says Champion. He says, then you may enter. And then it goes, and all the chains retract. And Champion gulps again, and then opens the doors and enters. Meanwhile, we find Louis and Thiago. They've been sent out on a loot run to loot the town, Picasso's town.
Damn. I bet I could get more stuff than you, Louis.
Yeah, I don't know about this. I don't know why he sent me out here. I don't feel it's right to steal from these houses.
Nah, it's right from every way, I promise you. Hey, just think of it as gifts they left us for saving their island.
I'll try.
Louis, you don't feel as focused though, because you've been speaking with the mind tree for hours, trying to coordinate its movement in order for its great roots to move towards the other islands. You're traveling the entire Earth, and it'll only take a couple hours because of how high and how long these roots reach. And they're just gonna carry you right across.
It's good that we can have a little break.
You settle down.
Oh, exhausted.
In a freezer, you found a bunch of ice cream cones, Thiago.
Oh yeah.
You haven't had this shit in forever. Old man strictly made sure that it was vegetables and shit that you guys bring back, because he has a strict diet, of course, meat and vegetables.
I gotta pocket them real quick.
You gonna eat one?
But of course.
Well, they'll melt if you just pocket them.
You gotta put an ice bag in my pockets.
You eat one, but with all the vegetables and meat you've been eating, it's way too sweet. You spit it up immediately out of revulsion. It's so sweet, like vomit-inducing sweet, because you haven't had any sugar.
Damn.
What the hell was that?
It's not as good as it tasted like back in the day.
Tasted like what? What the fuck did you find?
Don't
You ate
worry
some
about
rat
it.
poison?
Don't worry about it.
Is that a reference?
Alright, just keep looking, man. Don't put shit in your mouth randomly.
Nah. Hey, it's good stuff, but I think it's a little too good.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, man.
Daku and Clovis, you were ordered to set up a clean sweep of an area in the place in order to establish a sort of small headquarters for cooking and shit. A cooking area.
Yeah, I got you.
Meanwhile, Old Man is conversing with the Mother Tree in a sort of weird sign language, because she's connected herself to the tree, that you guys have carried all this distance. And she's connected herself to the tree, and it's speaking with her voice to Old Man. And he's just sitting in a crisscross applesauce in front of it, sitting there talking to it, while you guys set up cooking supplies.
You know, Doc, you never found out why everyone's gone in this place.
I don't know. Maybe they ran him away.
Maybe that fucking painter went batshit insane. Who fucking knows?
Do you miss the turtle?
Do I miss it? Honestly, man. Of course I miss him. He was one of my good friends. He was so adorable, so cute, but at the same time he was so valiant. Imagine how much bravery it took to be able to do this.
Daku,
I just wish he was still here.
that last line stabs through your heart.
I'm sorry, Clovis.
It's okay. Don't worry.
Clovis, you spot something immediately before Daku turns away. Something he's never done in front of you. You see a little glitter in his eye, a tear nearly out of its duct.
You know what? I can't beat him down when he's already this much. Never thought I'd see the day though.
Daku, you turn away, get back to work.
Yup.
Meanwhile, Champin enters the room. And he stares and he says, "There you are." And in the room, sitting on the bed, is a girl.
Oh,
Oh my god. There you go. That's what she looks like. She sits there and she stares out the window of her, like, she's at the top of this castle and Champin's fucking panning from walking up this castle, right? And she's staring out the window. And he says, "Luna, you have to leave like everyone else." And she says, "I'm not going. I already told everyone that. I'm not going." And he says, "Why won't you go? Everyone's being evacuated. Do you want to die like the rest of them? You want to die like the paint master?" She turns, and then something strikes, and she literally sort of sinks into her pillow. And she says, "Stop. Don't say his name." And he says, "I'm sorry." She says, "You haven't even come to my tower for 10 years. Why should I care what you have to say to me? Why would he send you personally?" He says, "I didn't even want to come here. Mr. Freed is a creep. I just had to come and tell you because Father sent me personally." She looks up at him. She says, "Why don't you just go? You're not going to convince anybody. It's not even like you're my brother." He says, "Ugh." And then in his mind, why is she so rude all of a sudden? She's becoming a real bitch. He grabs her arm, like really hard with his giant hand, and she's like, "Ugh." And he's like, "Come on, we're going now." She says, "I'll call Mr. Freed." And he says, "Listen, why do you not want to leave the island?" She says, "I can't. If I leave, I just can't." And he says, does Father know anything about this?" She says, "No." He says, "What is it? You can tell me, I'm your brother." "Mr. Freed, he's..." And then she sees something at the bottom of the door. A chain slowly snuck its way beneath the door.
oh shit.
And it had an eye. And the eye blinked and disappeared.
Oh no.
She says,
oh no. Oh
she goes,
no.
He says, "What? What was it?"
Oh no. Oh no.
She says, Just tell him you failed. I won't be leaving." He says, "I said come." She says, "I'll call Mr. Freed." And he looks and he says, "This the bitch will actually do it, won't she? In his mind. And he says, "All right then. That father's gonna be really mad." She says, "Just like you. He hasn't come to see me in a long time either. I don't care what he has to say." She sits back in her bed. He says, "All right then." He pushes the door open and walks down the stairs and disappears down the stairs. She looks out of the window. She looks out the window and stares out at the land she can't, the land she can never see far below. And she leans against the windowsill and cries in her own arms.
Damn.
Meanwhile,
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
wait. As all of you have just finished eating, you're all resting, holding your bellies and such, because you just ate a giant ass fucking
That's how I
steak and
feel
shit.
right now.
You guys
Giant ass what?
You guys pilfered the steak. You guys pilfered the
Uh-huh.
governor's fucking mansion. Like the governor of the island. So you guys
Yeah.
got all his shit.
I can't believe stealing tastes so good.
Holy shit. I haven't had this dinner in fucking years ever since you left hometown.
Old man says, "It feels good to finally eat with you boys after such a long time. We never sat down over a real, true meal." You guys have all noticed that old man's been more serious lately, more callous, less connect. He's done a lot less mind connections with any of you.
Is he opening up a little more?
He's not opening up at all.
Oh shit.
He's focused. Focused on something beyond all of you.
How many gray hairs does he have?
His hair was already gray.
How many hair has fallen out?
Shut up.
You see, he does have a
Is there
twitch.
Josh
He rubs his beard a lot when he's nervous, and he's thinking. And you see him lost in thought more and more often lately.
Hey, old man.
Yes, Clovis.
Don't push yourself too hard, alright, dog?
Dog.
Yeah.
Dog.
No.
Now.
He says, "I won't, Clovis. I just..." Then you hear the trees opens its eyes as wide as it's opened them, and it says in its deep voice, "We are here."
We're here.
We are who?
Here.
Oh.
Oh.
Thank you, God.
Thank you, God.
Oh shit, what the fuck? We're under attack, guys. I can just feel it.
Oh shit.
Old man says,
I-
"We are. Look,
Oh shit.
Girl out of a.
far above you, above Picasso's island, an island 10 times the size of this island."
What?
An island of bad Mike?
Oh my god. An island 10 times the an island 10 times the size of Picasso's island hangs above you, casting a giant shadow over you all.
Holy shit.
You can
That's
see
a
the-
fucking continent.
You can see the glitter of the cone that's at the bottom of this great, cone-shaped island, upside down cone. The gold glitters in the sunlight. And you can see all the way above, around the rim, past the rim, a giant colossal tower. And you see all kinds of balloons departing the island, filled with people.
Holy shit.
Let me guess. That's our target?
Old man looks and he says, "It is."
You know how many stand users on that?
You know how many
There's-
people probably are still on there?
I've spoken with the Mother Tree. There should be none. Except for one. And he may be the greatest warrior you have faced yet. From what
Okay,
she
so
has
we-
told
We
me.
went from one of the greatest to
God.
the greatest. Oh god.
Maybe
At
maybe even rivaling God-man himself.
No way.
Oh, we beat
No.
this guy?
Oh no.
When, right?
There's a dreaded
Okay.
secret on this island.
What?
There is some sort of secret That is why I've chosen this island. From what I have heard from the Mother Tree, there is a secret here that even she herself doesn't know. That is why we were striking here first. Especially with all the people gone. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's put an end to this quickly.
Thiago? Daku?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Thiago like swells up with pride next to Daku, yes.
Yes.
He says, then this is it. Bring us in, Mother Tree. Yes, says the tree.
We're all full of pride, man.
The two islands crash into each other. Hold on!
Holy shit, it sure knows how to hold the brakes!
Dust explodes everywhere. And chunks of gold explode over the whole perimeter and land around. One nearly crushes Thiago as it lands next to him. The two islands are docked. Old man says, "This is it. We go to the castle."
I think I just ate $1 million.
Way to make a fucking entrance. Holy crap, I'm gonna have hell burning out on us.
It should be as deserted as this island was. If everything holds true. Daku, lead.
Wait, do we have to climb the island, or are we like pretty much level right
No, you guys can see where you crashed into it. You have to climb a little ways over the lip.
Climb a bit.
Yeah, you have to climb a little ways over the lip. But there's a lot of like it's like very jagged gold, a pure gold wall. Like a jagged pure gold wall that you have to climb up.
Damn,
Nah, this shit's just like the training me and the old Gramps did, bro. Shit's easy.
I think I have the hand of this. I always watched you after.
When you're on the lowest pit, you always gotta freaking climb up stuff. I got it.
You guys slowly make your way up. You know? Slowly climbing your way up.
I got Clovis on my back.
Everyone.
Bro.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, you pick Clovis up. Clovis is holding on. He
Come on, buddy.
Daku, you're scouting
Dude,
ahead,
rest.
Daku, because you easily traverse this with your stand.
Yeah.
He says, Daku, is there anything above the lip that we need to be aware of? As you peek your head over the lip, you see literally nothing. It's as deserted as Picasso's island.
No, there's literally nothing here.
That's good for us, right?
Wait, nothing here.
It's just like with Mr. Holdow. If Godman's willing to leave a stand user alone on his island, he very much trusts his capacity to defeat us.
I have a feeling.
Last
God is
time
planning something.
says otherwise.
He says, Mr. Holdow was weak-minded and too aggressive. The man we face today, from what I've been told, is one of the most calculating and powerful opponents we will ever meet. Continue climbing.
Oh, yes, sir.
Hey, old man.
Yes,
What do you think people are clearing out so much?
they're clearing
It's
out
probably
for
'cause they're
us,
waiting for
Clovis.
us.
Cause what?
They know of your stands. They know of the collateral damage it'll cause. And also, when the battle between stands happens, they don't want the sheer power of their own stands to be recognized by the people. It causes problems when something looks more powerful than Godman. He nods his head toward a giant statue hanging off the edge that you guys climb past. And it's hanging off the edge, and with one arm, it's holding out an arm and a giant globe's in its palm.
Oh my god.
You guys can see clouds literally surrounding the globe, like actual clouds.
Holy shit.
Holy fuck.
It's huge.
Understand, right?
He says,
Has to be. No way it's that big.
one of Godman's old creations. You slow, but that's just along the wall. As you guys get up the lip, you pass it and head into the town.
Obviously, you still don't understand how people see at your stands. Just imagine how I felt when I saw you punch a guy's head off.
Fuck, dude. I forgot about that. Shit.
And then how Clovis already knows. You're the only one who could see the souls.
The only what?
You're the only one who could see the souls, so Clovis already knows.
I know exactly how you feel. Fucking head stomping.
Alright.
Punching air and somehow winning.
Right?
Pretty pop.
You
Yelling
walk,
louder and that guy loses his fucking face?
Dude, I'm telling you, it works every time.
you continue walking, and walking and walking. And the streets are similarly deserted as in Picasso's.
This place is fucking huge.
Yeah, it's like you guys have to do a lot more walking. It feels like an hour of walking through these giant streets. Picasso's you traversed in 20 minutes. That's how huge this is in comparison.
Holy shit.
This is Rembrandt's Island. Wait, no, this isn't Rembrandt's. This is Da Vinci's, by the way. Sorry, it's Da Vinci's because Rembrandt's is your character's home island.
Yeah,
This
I
is
was
not-
about to say, dude.
I'm about to
It's
be like-
dead.
This is not your parents' home island. This is a different home island. This is a different island. It's Da Vinci's, not Rembrandt's. Sorry. All right. You slowly make your way through Da Vinci's island. Giant paintings all surround you, reminding you of another person.
Oh god.
And they were definitely painted by him.
Oh shit.
And,
Oh fuck.
But you
He's
can
gonna
see
come
as
alive
you
too.
look closer, the paintings are more. They're sort of washed out with color. Where the former vibrant colors had been, they're washed out and kind of droopy. They look dead.
Oh, aging.
Just like him.
That's like him.
They were his creation. Now he's dead. You continue walking.
Shit taste, shit taste.
I
And
kind of want to
walking.
rip one down.
You jump up and rip one down. You go, fuck you. You punch it through and rip it down. And Godman says, Louie, no!
Huh?
God, man.
God, man.
I mean, old man says, Louie, no! Chains come down. Chains come down.
Louie!
Chains
Damn.
all surround him and snap together. Does somebody want... Jaku, you want to jump in? No. Old man jumps in to save him. He's the closest. He says, ah! He jumps in and plucks Louie out and throws him down on the ground. And all the chains surrounded him and snapped together. They would have ripped him in half.
Oh my
Holy fuck!
Oh, I don't think we should be messing with stuff on this island.
The chains disappear in an alley.
What the hell?
Holy shit, I learned my lesson.
The chains. Old man
What sort of
said.
fucking...
They did not have eyes. The mother tree told me of eyes that we should be worried about. They did not have eyes.
Maybe you should have told us about fucking chains too. Shit.
Holy shit. I didn't know there were booby traps on this island. I was
Yeah.
just bored.
He looks, he says, bored. Get your head in the game, Louie. We're nearly there.
What the fucking Enkudu chains of heaven type shit is this?
You slowly make your way up. You start up like a stairwell that winds all the way up this giant mountain on which the castle is. This giant plateau. What? Oh,
What?
Oh.
Money. Yeah, boy.
oh my God! We have to stop in the middle of an episode. That's kind of a bummer. Oh, we're good?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys slowly make your way up this giant platform. And, and up the stairwells of this giant platform. And you go from flight to flight. And it's a long trek. You all grow tired. Clovis has to be carried again.
Come on, buddy.
Thanks, bro.
You slowly make your way up
No, you should have did some of Gramps' training.
until you reach the top.
I get fucking ripped apart. No.
You guys all chuckle and laugh amongst each other. Meanwhile, up in a window, a girl looks down, high above, and she sees all of you far below. You, of course, don't see her, but she sees you.
Over, she's gonna snipe
And
us.
she looks down. She says,
Enemies standing.
she goes,
Oh my.
The stand users. They've arrived. She looks down. She says, she starts tapping on her glass. Hey! 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 Of course, you guys don't hear any of this because it's far above. And she keeps tapping as loud as she can, but then you get an exterior shot showing how little the taps make any noise. It's just small little tap noises.
It could be drowned out by her footsteps.
And then behind her appears a great chain with eyes all in the chinks. And then she stops tapping and sits back down, and the chain retracts.
This
You
place
know,
is really creepy.
this town doesn't look like a bad place to live in. Better than my place.
This big ass medieval tower gives me a bad mood.
This is
Imagine
it.
How
Anywhere
rich
up-
you have to be to live in there.
Well, honestly, man, anywhere above fucking ground is a pretty great place to live in, dude.
This is it. There's the entrance to the courtyard. He points ahead. You see giant guardian statues with hearts on their chests, standing before a great courtyard. You see the doors are wide open, gesturing anyone to enter who may.
A welcoming party where?
That's us.
Just as you guys start stepping forward, you guys step out. Daku, I imagine, takes the plate. You all start walking forward, but. And then out of the front gates, a whole contingent of men carrying spears step forward.
Wait, let me go back to the line so I can defend the flank just in case.
All right,
Oh, you get off my back.
you jump down and you turn around. Your adrenaline kicks in. You go. They all walk in. And then they all, with amazing speed, surround you. Like running around. And they surround you with all their spears bristling around you. Old man looks around. You guys can all see, spears just staring you down. All surrounding you. And they say, "Halt!" You see a leader of a guard standing there. He's got this giant crest on his helmet. He says, "Halt! Who enters the castle of the Heart Keeper?"
Us?
Thiago? Yeah.
Joe.
Pretty well known.
Clovis Brader, one of the wealthier families.
They stand and they hold their spears out. An old man says, "Are you going to kill us? Or are you going to take us prisoner? Or is this just going to be a spitting contest?" He spits right in front of the lead guard's foot. And the guard looks up at him. He says, "I will not tolerate your disrespect. You will enter, for you are awaited inside."
Oh, good. I thought we were gonna have to recreate the SS Academy.
Wait, we actually were waited? The fuck? That's a first.
The guard looks. He says, "Yes." One of the guards goes, "The SS Academy. Why these insolent?" He goes to strike one of you without you seeing it, but then the main guard fucking spins his spear around and smacks him in the face, and he says, "Don't you dare! Our orders are not to harm them."
Yeah, you can't do shit.
Bitch ass.
He says,
Fuck it.
It's not like he could have anyways.
"These
Stand
evil,
down, soldier.
Pussy ass.
these evil, they're evil, Captain." He says, "Well, they will be dealt with in time, but not by
Evil?
us. It is not
Call
our place." They clear out of the way, forming a sort of corridor for you to pass through.
Yeah,
Leading
maybe
to
we'll
the-
deal with you guys later.
leading to the gate.
So they have a sense of morality. I would never fucking guessed.
No,
A twisted sense of morality.
They're still Godman soldiers.
Disgusting.
You were once Godman soldiers. You were once one of Godman's many soldiers, Clovis.
I never accepted God, man. All it was fucking God, man, God, man, God, man. It annoyed me always from the start.
With your passion, you may still have taken up the call in your elder days. Do not be so quick to judge. He starts walking. He leads the way this time. And you slowly pass under the great gate leading into the main courtyard. And then into the final door. There are more guards standing there, and they open the door into the great hall. You all slowly step inside into this great, cold, empty hall. A giant hall, like a vaulted hall, with a giant dead chandelier above. It's pure darkness in here. Pure, unadulterated darkness. The only light is one lone candle on a high pedestal at the end of the room.
It's pretty dark in here.
I like that.
Is there? Can I see any? Can I see any places like vantage points, like anywhere that climb up on? Not yeah, like any platforms, kinda.
No real platforms anywhere.
Like that Daku can like climb on, so he can have a place, you know.
Oh, there's plenty
above
of like statues along the great columns that are holding up the ceiling that have like little platforms in front of them, and he could jump. Like it's literally Daku's dream in here.
them. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. So like, hey
Go
Daku, can you
crazy.
fuck a place?
Well, I guess I jump up there and just check around the place.
Well, you see what you're supposed to be going to right at the end of the room at the top of a pedestal. There's what shows itself as a man sitting in front of a great, like a candle, a small little candle,
Nah, he's our ace, bro.
and he sits there.
No. Like, wait. Why don't he stealthily like has himself into a place of opportunity, you know, a vantage point that he can get behind him, and while we speak.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Maybe he's that powerful that he wants it to be dark.
Old man turns, and Daku, you disappear into the shadows.
Alright.
Gramps, you said he was calculating. Did not realize one of our friends' abilities?
Old man looks nervous. He clearly knows something. Look. He points to the man. And the man's sitting over the candle, leaning right over it now, with his eyes wide open, staring straight at old man. He'd opened his mind to me. He has nothing to hide.
Well, that's good for us. Right?
No.
Oh.
His confidence. It's disregarding my stand. Though he opens to me, I sense only darkness. He has no conscience.
What the hell do you mean? Is he like a zombie? Don't worry. I heard the
Old man stands back, like literally steps back and goes, "Ugh." He's...
Hey, stay with me.
The man just sits there silently with his eyes dead wide open. He says, he told me one thing. I was strucken by it as with a baseball bat.
What did he say?
He can
Figure it out.
see Daku.
What?
Well, I mean, if you're able to fucking be in this darkness for all day long, I guess your eyes can adapt. But what do you mean see? Like how well?
Daku, you've already been grabbed. You're already like in a fucking death lock, but you're silent. Your mouth is being covered. Daku!
The fuck?
Hey, where'd he go?
No, you guys didn't see him. He disappeared.
Yeah, exactly. Where'd he go?
He told me. He has him.
What has him?
The chains tighten around you, Daku,
Wait, Thiago.
and you
give
hear
me your gauntlets.
you hear whispers in your ear. Your death will come soon, little boy.
I gave Louis my gauntlet since he asked nicely.
Alright, I rip up a piece of my shirt and like tie it up into a ball, and I
Yeah.
try to create a spark.
Okay.
Try to set it on
You go,
fire.
It lights the shirt on fire.
and I throw that shit in the air to see if we can get some light.
You go. You throw it.
Where is he?
It flies into the air, and then as quick as it flew into the sky, it vanishes.
Louis, use that vision.
Oh yeah, you're right. I blinked 4 times.
You feel nothing but head pain. There's no souls here. You don't even
Are
sense.
you okay?
You don't even sense a soul on the pedestal, whereas you sense all the souls around you.
What?
Louis, you good? What's wrong?
Yeah.
There's no soul on that pedestal, though there is a man sitting there.
He's not alive.
What?
He doesn't even have a soul.
What?
What are you talking about?
I
Daku,
can't see him.
the chains tighten ever tighter, and you can feel the life sucking from your body. One of the chains approaches your face and opens 2 eyes, and the eyes look at you. They're slitted like a cat's, and they stare at you dead in your eyes. And you hear, I would like to watch your death. Should I bring it now?
No, nigga, I can't talk.
Oh, he can read your mind, bro.
He says,
can read my mind?
I
Nah,
understand.
he's just talking. He's just
I
fucking
understand
monologuing.
that you cannot speak, but you can speak with your mind. Well, you speak with your body language. And since I have full control of your body, every movement you make will be telegraphed to me.
Damn.
I'm gonna try.
I raised the middle finger.
You slowly raise your middle.
badass.
You slowly raise your middle finger, and he says, and all the chains retract, and you fall out of the sky and land on the stone floor.
Daku!
The hell was that? Daku?
What the fuck? It's the enemy!
Daku, you roll out of the darkness into their vision.
Damn, you fucked up.
What the hell?
Okay, it's
You
just Daku.
got me.
He's
The chain.
he's pale, and he almost looks thinner.
Damn,
Hey,
you
dude,
haven't been eating well enough.
You good, bro? What happened? Where'd you go?
Were you always this skinny?
Some chains grabbed me.
Daku. Old man grabs you by the shoulder and he says, Daku, open your eyes to me.
And do it.
You open yourself to him. First time in a while. He says, your stand. Do you feel it? You realize now that there is no bridge between you and your stand right now. That it feels as though some of your soul has been sucked away.
No, I can't even talk to him.
Colin, you're useless now. What do we do?
He says,
what do you mean?
He knows everything. I'm sorry. He looks over all of you, and tears or not really tears, but like nervousness and close to tears wells in the old man's eyes. He says, when I allowed him into my mind to enter his mind, he took all the information on all of you. I'm a liability. He steps back.
What the hell?
I'm
It's like a
sorry.
parasite.
I'm sorry, boys.
Why could you do this to us?
No, we always bring it back.
Don't
Even
worry.
after we get our asses kicked, we always get back up.
We're always at a disadvantage. Come on, we're the fucking underdogs.
You're not nervous at all, Clovis? You're making wise cracks.
No, I'm
Yeah,
trying
I'm
to
like,
like,
what the
I'm trying
fuck?
to make him because like this is the first time I ever seen old man like break in front of me.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to like bring him back up. You know?
Old man, you
Yeah.
you try to take his hand in yours, and you just feel pure trembling. You've never seen him this horrified. He says, I've killed us all. The power, the evil.
I smack him.
You smack him. He falls
Pull
down
yourself
to a knee.
together. Alright? We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. Alright? We're all gonna get through this.
Louis,
We got
All
this,
of
we got
us.
this.
And nothing
Louis.
new to us, dude. You know.
Alright? Don't say that. We're gonna be fine, Gramps.
but if you face him, you will all die.
Every single time we fight, we always face death. This is nothing new.
But every single time we fight, I've trusted in you all.
You still gotta trust.
It's almost like he puts his head down. You feel no trust in old man. Like he doesn't even have any trust in all of you. It's almost like a part of him, a part of his, courage has been sucked out of him. You're all too weak. I'm too weak. We will die here. You've never seen him this cowardly.
What happened to those words you always said to me? What was it? Get your head in the game? Why are you playing around? What are you doing?
What's gotten into you?
He shakes his head. He says, "No, I can't." Approach him, boys. Show him that you can. He collapses.
Griffs!
Oh man!
My weakness. It's like I'm a boy again, standing beneath my brother's shadow. It's like I'm a boy again. Since you still have your soul view, Louis?
Yeah.
You see standing beneath, or lying beneath an old man, you see a little boy with his thumb in his mouth, sitting in the lying in the fetal position, crying.
Can I try to touch the
That's
boy?
that's what my old man's soul is right now. His weakest point in his life.
Can I try to touch the boy?
You touch the boy, and the boy screams. And old man says, "Oh!" He holds his chest and collapses.
Old man! Stay with me. You can't kick the bucket from a fucking heart attack now. Come on.
Don't joke like that, man.
He lies there.
Old man?
He's asleep.
Oh,
Oh, thank God. Oh, shit. Hey, guys. You think that's a part of the stand? It feels
I don't know.
maybe like courage or something?
It seems like he's not even old man anymore.
Right?
Daku.
You guys gotta.
Daku, how do you feel?
Very weak.
Daku leans against the column. He also feels less courage.
Alright, how's Imura? How's it going?
Take out your stand?
Nope. There's nothing.
Come on, man.
You can't even communicate with him. It's like he's not even there.
And meanwhile, as you peek over toward the man on the high pedestal, he's still sitting in his same position above the candle with his eyes wide open.
Stop looking at me.
Thiago, you turn to say, "Stop looking at me!" And on accident, you make eye contact.
Happens to me.
You stand there, and you feel a connection with him, a coldness. Just a pure coldness. Not even that you felt from the lowest of the most evil crime lords in the lowest pit. It's just so cold. Not even any of the SS users. It's almost like he's inhuman. The SS users are human, at least. They have something. Even the greatest sociopaths. He has absolutely nothing. Just coldness.
I just had a chill down my spine.
Yago?
You good?
It's cold. It's cold, man.
It's cold.
You now all
He's
realize
cold.
he's
Plenty cold.
he's destroying all of you without even laying a finger on you.
What is this, psychological warfare?
Yago, what happened, man?
Man, I don't know. He's just cold. He's cold-hearted.
What the hell are you talking about, man?
Man, fuck this shit. And I put all my armor on me. He ain't gonna lay a finger on my ass.
You see him trembling, and his armor shakes with his body as he trembles.
Hey, Thiago.
Just don't look at his eyes, man. They stare you down.
Hi.
Wait, alright. Louis, make sure.
Yeah.
Let's not look over too long, alright? Let's walk slowly. Come on, Thiago.
What are you guys gonna do?
Alright.
I'd say we stick together and don't do some bullshit to have us happen with like whatever the fuck happened to Daku.
Alright, stay
Yeah.
close then.
We strike them together.
Sure you can't even stand up?
I don't know, man. I don't even want to look at his ass.
Iago struggles to stand. The armor,
hand on
you
his
hear the
shoulder.
armor have a sort of feeling, like a kid not wanting to go to his first day of kindergarten. The armor literally just holds you down. It's like, and you hear almost a voice, though it doesn't have a voice, but almost a voice saying, no, you know? Your soul doesn't want to go itself.
Oh, fuck.
You guys got it.
Just you and me, buddy.
Like old times, I guess.
Does this feel a little heavy on you? And I put the armor on him.
The armor doesn't even move off your body. It won't leave you.
Oh shit.
You go, shh, does this feel heavy on you? And it goes, shh, and it lifts off your body and then goes shh, back on.
What the hell?
Has it always done that?
No.
You're scared shitless.
And meanwhile, Louis and Clovis, you still feel his presence. He's not moved from that position.
This is real bad. Alright.
Hey, man.
Um,
I wouldn't put it past you if you want to hold my hand, you know?
Oh, that'd be nice. Louis holds out his hand.
Here, man. It's alright, bro. Come on, man. I know you're scared. It's okay.
I swallow my pride. Fine.
You hold hands.
Alright. Just don't look at him, man.
Let's go.
Don't look at him.
You slowly start
Eyes
walking
down.
forward, not looking.
Eyes down.
Slowly. Eyes down. Eyes down. And what you don't see, some sort of, some dramatic irony. What your characters don't see is chains start to surround behind them, like slithering snakes, all around them. Chains start to rise above him, like sharp points at the end of them.
Alright, as long as we don't look at him.
Matthew, you left.
Yeah, no, I did it on accident.
The
As
sharp,
long as we don't look at him, we win.
sharp chains start slowly coming around.
Let's end this quickly. Come on. We have to get out of here.
You slowly approach and approach. And then just as the chains are getting in position to kill you both, you hear, "Stop! Jump away! No! Jump!" A girl's voice echoes across the room. Jump!
I can't! Oh! Do I jump?
You guys both jump away. And they all go, oh fuck. They all go, and start striking in fucking quick succession. They would have literally made you hamburger meat.
Holy shit.
You guys jump away.
Dude, I think I'm going crazy, bro.
Thiago, you're able to look up and you see the man at the end of the thing turn away from his position that he's been sitting in for literally a couple minutes straight, and he turns away and he says, huh. And he turns. He shows some expression, but not much. You see a little wrinkle. This man is expressionless. Just one wrinkle to show that he has some sort of emotion under that inhuman facade.
No, please don't tell me I'm crazy, bro. I swear I heard my girlfriend, bro.
Okay.
I swear I heard it, bro. I swear.
Okay. Uh-huh.
I think I'm going fucking
You guys
crazy.
turn and she says, "Hey, you gotta get out of here now!
Oh shit!
He's gonna
I take
kill
back
you
what I
all.
said.
Listen, you gotta get out of here, please." And then you hear, "Ah!" And then she gets grabbed.
She's gone. Just like that. Just
You heard that, guys. Get the hell out of there, man.
What the fuck did I just see? Shit! I blinked 4 times again. I want to see if that girl was real. I think I'm going crazy.
You saw a girl. She seemed to shimmer in the light. She was very pretty.
Well, I'm gonna keep that to myself.
Oh fucking okay.
She has a great soul. You blinked and to see, and you see a overwhelming soul. You know, you saw old man soul, and that's like one of the greatest souls. You know, like just of pure empathy and greatness. Well, hers surpassed his times 10. Just an overwhelming soul of goodness.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh, fuck.
Holy shit, holy fuck, what?
My fucking eyes, man.
Your eye. Close them then. You must be hurt. Come on.
Oh, it's so fucking bright.
What the fuck?
Meanwhile, the man turns back. Thiago, only you see this while they're sitting there bickering. You see this, Thiago. He turns back and his eyes flash, and chains start to slither.
Huh?
They're toward them.
No. Fuck, I can't push. Am I able to take off my armor now? Like, it's something like.
You're gonna have to just tell them to move.
Oh no. Guys, get out of the way! Get out of the way!
What?
Run!
You turn and see
Torch me!
you see the chains.
Oh, shit.
Holy fuck.
You guys start jumping and dodging.
No, it's
You guys are just jumping around and fucking dodging.
Holy fuck. That's like those zombies, but faster.
You guys arrive back to Thiago, and the chains retract.
Oh, shit.
They're attracted.
Thanks, man. Oh,
Thiago,
fuck.
I owe you one.
Seems as if his chains can't go any longer than this
That's-
point.
That's what I was thinking. Oh wait, maybe it's because we drew them out. They chased us for a while, right?
That fucking girl, man. He took her.
You saw which door she went through. Just past him.
Okay. Clovis, we gotta get her. We gotta save her.
Beats being here, let's go.
Guys,
Everyone.
don't leave me here.
Don't worry.
Alright, buddy, I got you. I put him on my back.
Daku, are you gonna just stay with old man?
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright. Thiago, you grit the courage. You guys all start sprinting. Then the
Oh, I
chains.
thought I had him on my back.
The chains start going. You're not gonna pass there without some sort of distraction.
Ah, shit. Alright, I'll split up from the group. Let's all split up.
Split up. I mean, I guess.
Alright.
They can't go for all of us, right?
We've done this
Hope not.
before at that one, the one lava trees. We could do it again.
Right.
What do you do?
We split up.
Before they attack us, we fucking split up, you know?
Alright. You guys all start jumping away.
Oh fuck!
As Thiago and them dodge away and dodge around, ducking and covering, Clovis, you collect a cut from one of them passing by your face. You see Louis. You see the door, a clearing in the chains. You see a door, the door that you need to go through.
There it is! I'm making a break for it!
You start running. Well, a chain comes under you. You hop it.
Ah!
You bust through the door with your weight, with your shoulders. You fall at the bottom of a wide staircase.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh fuck, I think I just busted. Rip.
Chains start coming in through the door.
Oh fuck. Keep moving. Holding my rib cage.
You gotta find the girl. You start making your way up.
I swear to God, if there's multiple fucking doors.
You slowly make your way up the stairwell while they're distracted. Thiago and Clovis. You guys are just jumping around trying to distract him. He's still not emoting. The only time he emoted was that one twitch that Thiago saw when she came through. He seems like almost that he has complete control over the situation.
Alright, come on me, I have to think.
Then you hear, then Thiago, as you climb the thing, you hear, "You're not getting me! I'll die before I..." Thiago, you notice something. His muscle twitches again. And you hear something open. Josh, Louis. And you hear, "Ah!" You hear like, you know, falling. You run up, you run up to the top of, you run up to the thing after all the things. You run up to the top, and you see an open window and a bunch of chains around it.
Oh, shit.
You can hear the girl. "Ah!"
Oh, fuck. I jumped through that bitch. Fuck
Like-
it. Oh!
Am I with Louis and fuck
No, you're
Clovis?
with me, dog.
You're with Clovis. You guys are in the hall fighting the chains. Meanwhile, Louis, you
Wait,
know,
how many chains are there? Like, is it like a huge
just
fucking
infinite,
bundle?
man.
Oh my god.
They're just all keep coming. It seems like more are fucking appearing. But you can see he
Clovis.
turns his head toward that door. He's distracted. So, and the chains are less precise, but they're still pretty precise.
Clovis, it seems like he wants to protect this girl.
Seems like it. Alright. We can give a little bit of breather and think of something, alright? Come on.
You guys, of course, can't see any of that, you know. That's
Oh,
happening.
without me.
I heard the
tower.
voice.
Yeah. Alright. But, Louis, the chains start coming out of the window down by you. They're fucking
As I
trying.
jumped.
Yeah, as you jump, they're coming out down through the air with you. You see her plummeting to her death.
Ah!
But you can see the chains go fast past you. They're trying to catch her.
Shit,
And pull
fuck
her
it. I'm gonna
back.
grab onto the chains and go faster.
You go. "Ah!" You grab onto a chain and you get pulled along at fucking light speed. Dude, you know you can slingshot toward her faster if you just like sling off of it.
Alright, let's do
You go,
it.
"Ah," but then a chain comes in front of you to block you.
Ow!
What do you do?
Oh shit, I let go of the chain.
You go, "Whoa!" You dodge it and you spin through the air. You start falling fast and fast, and you see her sitting there, and she's just stopped screaming. She's opened her arms and accepted her death. You can see the pain, and you can see tears dropping, you know, vertically as she falls from her eyes, you know, dropping toward you. But then there you are. You grab her.
Oh shit. Please tell me they're coming down here still.
She looks up. She says, Who are you?"
Tell me if the chains are coming down.
She looks down. She says, They're all gonna stop us. What are you gonna do?"
Hold on as hard as you can, alright?
"Okay." She grips onto you tightly.
Alright. Alright, I'm gonna try to flip myself backwards and try to look where the chains are gonna come and I'm gonna grab them.
Okay. You also notice something as you're plummeting. You see across the way a giant palace, right? And in the middle of the palace courtyard, a giant pool.
Oh shit. Okay. This might hurt a bit.
The chains start going toward you as you flip down to watch. You're literally cradling her, you know what I'm saying? Like you're holding her like a fucking bride.
Alright.
In your
Oh,
giant
shit.
gapping arms.
Oh shit. I gotta let one arm loose so I can grab the chain.
Alright. You warn her?
Yeah. Alright. Hold on now. Now.
She says,
letting go of
She
one arm.
grips around you as tightly as possible. You grab a chain.
I
And it-
slingshot that bitch
And it
towards the pool.
slingshots back and you go, "Ah!"
Ah!
You spin yourself so you land on your back and protect her, I guess, you know?
It's gonna hurt.
You slam into the water. Mist explodes. It ripped the shit out of your it's just ruined. Meanwhile, you guys are fighting the chains. But then, his face, he actually grimaces. He makes a grimace and turns, still without any noise. And you see the chains all go out the doors and windows.
Now's our chance!
That's our chance. Let's go beat his ass.
Go!
You jump toward him.
Yeah.
Gauntlet in hands?
You go.
Stand out, my guy. I go for the head because I'm trying to one-shot him. I don't want to.
No, I mean it's only one guy at a time. Maybe you get your stand to like throw Thiago.
Sure, works.
Damn!
You fucking get him to fucking cup his hands so he could jump off his hands. That'd be badass. You go,
He's a magic
Sandu! Diago, you
Try
go,
hitting with the Mondo clothesline?
he seems preoccupied on something else and he looks up. And right then you go, boom! You punch him and he slams back against the pedestal.
Diago, end him now!
He seems knocked out.
Kill him!
Alright.
He looks up at you. And when you punched him, you go to punch some more, but he disappears into a mass of chains.
Oh.
What happened?
He disappears in an instant. You're just punching the stone. You fucking destroy the pedestal. It explodes with the force.
I think I killed him. He's not, I don't know where he is. Where's his
Immediately,
body?
old man looks up from sitting and holding his chest in pain because he had woken up. He sits up and color comes back. Daku, immediately, color comes back to you. The old man looks up. He says, "You feel it, Daku?"
Yes, I do.
"Hello, old friend," says the demon.
He's back.
"That's good. Go with them." And I wasn't all there, Daku. Did I say anything I might regret?
I don't think so. You were just going through something.
He says, "Remember, Daku, I trust you. Now, go help your brothers."
A dash in there.
You slide in there, but everything seems good under the dust. Daku looks fucking healthy, dude. He looks like a badass again. His muscle came back.
Your fucking Daku.exe back online?
Yep.
Doc, you good? Where'd you go?
Where'd I go?
You just weren't yourself.
Oh, it's because they took my stand away or something.
Where'd your stand go? It
Boys.
just can't disappear, right?
The chains! They've gone outside.
Quick,
Follow
guys,
them!
get the follow.
You guys
Chase
start
the
rushing.
chain.
Let's all go.
You guys
Question
approach.
about Louis?
You guys follow the chain trails that are left, and you guys follow your way. You guys follow them into a palace, and in the great courtyard of a palace, you see Louis with his shirt ripped off and his back red raw and bruised. He looks fucking completely gapping massive, and he's standing in front of all these chains, a giant conglomeration of chains that hang above him. The guy isn't even here, it's just the chains, and you see different eye chains and sharp chains, etc. And they all stare down at him, and the girl stands behind him. He's shielding her with his body.
All I see is Louis absolutely fucking injured. I go in there, try to defend him.
She's standing there, and yeah, Louis stands there. Clovis, you rush in, the chains go come towards you. They block you back, you can't go through.
What the hell? God damn it. I grab the chains. I try to get through.
You try
Using my
to
stand.
struggle to get through. Meanwhile, Louis, the chains slowly start to, you see some of the chains start to spin like drills.
Oh shit. You don't have any back doors anywhere, right?
You turn around. The girl says, there's one. I'll try to get it open. Distract him.
Yeah, I got it.
She runs, and she runs toward the door, and she's like, I can. You see, she says, I've snuck out of my room multiple times as a kid. She pulls a bobby pin out of her hair and starts pick locking one of the doors.
Holy shit.
Damn, okay.
Right.
Fuck.
She
Wait,
says,
we see this, right?
No. She says, I got it. Come on.
Got it. Fuck. Oh my god, start hauling ass over.
Just as you turn, a drill goes
Oh.
towards you.
Whoa.
He goes and digs a chunk of meat out of your arm as it passes. Blood sprays everywhere. You
How's the wall
collapse.
doing? How's the wall doing?
You're still struggling to break through it. You've started punching it with your stand dude. You can see in the cracks him just getting cut apart by the drills. They're just sort of slashing him up.
Damn. I gotta save his ass?
What do you tell her to run? You know? Because she's like,
Go.
I have to.
Go.
She runs through the door. It's me he wants. She starts running. You
Wait,
collapse. You collapse bloody into the lawn, and all the chains dissipate before all of you, and start going over the buildings.
I run after Louis. Louis! Louis!
Oh man, my fucking back again.
This injury, it looks bad. Hold on.
Nah, I'm good, bro.
I don't know, man. Look at you.
I can still get up. I always get up. Oh shit.
You struggle to get up, and then
Let me
you
rest my
collapse.
eyes for a bit.
As long as you wake up, alright?
You collapse into the lawn, Louis. Old man comes in. He says, "Oh no." He runs over to Louis. He says, "He'll live. You guys are gonna have to go on. I'll take care of Louis."
I don't feel alive.
Don't say that, man.
He says, "Don't go into the soul realm yet, boy."
I hear it's calling me.
All right. Meanwhile, what are you guys gonna do?
Hey, come on. I don't know why it's after that girl, but seems like we have to follow her.
If you want the girl that badly, we could just kill her.
Holy shit, sociopath.
Wow. Okay.
Fucking K, Thiago?
That was like a demon line.
That's
Maybe
like
that's
fucking,
his weak point. We kill her,
That's
he
like-
becomes weak.
Dude, that's
Is
literally
that within
fucking like a line
Thiago's
from, like-
character?
That's Zaku, that's
Alright,
Zaku's
whatever.
fucking
He's
stand.
I
always
just-
seen people die in his damn lower pit.
Gramps, I hear some bullshit going on.
No. All right. They're gone. The demon
Oh.
says, "I agree with the boy."
No, look, Thiago.
Look, we gotta do anything to kill Godman. And if we have to kill this guy, it's whatever it takes.
You know,
No.
Daku, this man does seem powerful. If you just kill all of your friends and drink their blood, you'll defeat him easily. That's what your
True.
father would do.
You see, I don't know about that.
You don't hear that, of course.
Yeah.
He says, "It's what your father would do. You know that."
Well, I'm not my father. I take a different path.
Well, then die then. I'll wait another 1,000 years.
Look, can't you just use my own blood?
I've sated off your blood.
So does that mean like he doesn't want any more?
Yeah.
No, yeah, that means he
Alright.
doesn't want it.
Okay.
Alright.
Thiago, no. We
I'll
can't,
give
we
him
can't
some
possibly
fresh
kill her.
virgin blood, bro.
Wait,
Man, what other plan do we have?
Wait, I can give him some of Louis, right?
yeah, but like, that's kind of morbid.
Yeah, that's
But
He'd have to suck the fresh lifeblood out of him, you know? I mean, that'd kind of kill him.
Ah, shit. Keep going. Keep going.
But
I'm
you do
almost
see
there,
something
bro.
that's good for you. You do see something that's very good for you, though. You see that the sun is setting.
look, the sun is setting. We have to wait a little longer. We're still just as powerful.
I remember the turtle. I remember our good friend. We'll let any more lives be lost. Thiago, don't say that, alright?
Yeah, dude, Thiago's saying killer. Is that like some sort of degradation upon his mind by the guy, or what?
Dude, they killed my nigga the turtle, man. How am I even supposed to let that go?
Why are you gonna kill this random innocent girl, bro?
It's because she's obviously connected to the guy.
Oh,
Why didn't you just-
so he's mad. He's angry.
Yeah.
You see anger in Thiago's eyes. He wants to take it to them personally. To him, she's just one of them. It's all some ploy.
Get hold of yourself! She saves our lives!
Maybe it's because of her. That's why he's so powerful.
Well, also because of her, me and Louis are still standing!
You never know until you do it.
I'm not standing.
Louis, you're not there.
Yeah, you're not
No.
fucking there, Louis, what the fuck?
I'm answering me alone.
Club-
Alright.
Gosh, bro.
What other plan do you have? What do we do?
Think about it as we run, come on.
I guess. If you can't think of anything, I'm gonna do it.
Don't you dare.
I won't.
Better hurry up then.
You make your way there. You all start rushing. Damn, Thiago's fucking angry, huh? About the turtle?
He's molding,
Yeah,
bro.
about the turtle, man. He's the only
He's
person that
molding,
listens,
dude.
man. only
He
nigga that
loved
would
the
listen to me, man.
As you guys sprint, you see tears well up in Thiago's eyes as he sprints ahead. He remembers the turtle. He hates the people who did it. Alright, you guys all continue sprinting until you find an open courtyard. The chain is like shooting through and destroys a giant fountain. And it's like searching. She's clearly here and it's searching.
Clovis, what should we do?
I have an idea. I think we have to scare him. Put a little bit of that soul inside that dead body of his.
Scare him? Scare him with what?
So I think he right on the money when he said that he cares about her or something like that. So what if he's put in a position where he must save her or something? All the chains would go to him, then he'd be right open. With mine and Daku's speed, it should be pretty easy closing the gap without anything obstructing.
I mean, it's worth the shot, I guess.
Thiago, are you gonna go searching then?
I gotta go search.
Alright, you start searching. Are you guys gonna like what? Distract in the meantime?
Yeah, we're distracted. Yeah.
Alright.
Do we know where the old man, the guy is? You know,
You just see all the chains. You don't see him.
All right. So while we distract him, let's search around.
Alright, Thiago searches. He's looking for her. Meanwhile, Daku, Clovis, you guys hop down. You gonna, yell something? Or what?
Do you see him?
Like to, get its attention? Because it's all the chains around you.
Hey, we have the girl.
The chains surround.
Oh shit.
They all start striking at you. But it
Alright,
still
come on.
seems that not all the chains are centered on you. The others are still searching. Thiago, you keep searching. Until behind a bookcase, you open it up. And there's a girl hiding. You see the fear in her eyes. How could she possibly be one of the people who would harm the turtle? The
Hey, she's hot as fuck, bro.
the fear and humanity in her eyes lock with yours. She's so
also hot as
scared.
fuck.
Okay, dude, can you not? Alright. She's so, she's scared.
Fuck. I go up to her.
She's on the verge of tears. And you feel the pure empathy emanating from her. This is no SS member. This is just a girl.
How are you related to the guy?
You grab her.
Yeah.
She says,
Interrogate her.
what do you mean?
How are you related to the guy with no soul?
She says, you hear the clank of chains. She says,
Oh shit.
it's him. Please. She pushes you off and then goes to hide behind the case again.
Is the chains like coming to me or like in the room we're in? Or?
Yeah, they're slowly slithering through the room you're in.
Well, I'm just gonna have to keep running with you until you tell me. I grab her and start running.
You grab her, pick her up. She's like, and you start running with her, and the chains start. You see all the chains get off of you, Daku and Thiago, as you guys are jumping from place to place.
All right,
They all
quickly,
move
let's
further
get the
place.
I start running.
You guys scan the place.
Yeah, scan the place. If we follow the chains, we'll just get to where Thiago is.
All right. You guys start chasing the chains, right? Or what? Or looking around for the
We
him.
look around for the guy.
All right. You guys, Daku, I imagine, like goes to follow the chains, but Thiago's like, or Clovis is like, no, we gotta look for him,
Trust in Thiago.
Thiago, you're running, dodging.
What does he want with you?
I'm stuck here. It's a curse.
A
Please
curse of
let
what?
me down. She says,
Hell no!
He's my guardian. He'll kill anyone to protect me. He'll kill anyone to keep me in that tower. I haven't left since I was 2. I don't remember anything outside of it.
He's gonna want me if I want to kill you, right?
Kill me. Who are you?
I'm just a normal guy trying to avenge one of my best of friends.
Damn. Alright, meanwhile, Clovis? Clovis?
Yep.
What did we
You guys
find?
are searching and you see a form on a balcony in the shadows. He stands with his eyes closed.
Taku, what do you see?
I see him. He's got his eyes closed.
Let's take him out quickly. Let's go.
You go. Is this like Thiago's character making him do this, or is it some sort of like mental thing from the guy?
It's probably the mental thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it's the mental thing.
So it's
Like,
like
what if like
so it's like
the
his-
guy like really does not want to protect this girl, so he just like put that in my mind to try to kill her or something?
No, I imagine. No, he really does. He does. But I imagine you know how he sucks parts out of your mind. He could have sucked your empathy and love for people. You know, like
Yeah.
your character's empathy and shit. You know, he could have sucked that out of him. So you've gone full sociopath.
This is bloodlust, dude.
Never go full sociopath.
Never.
Fuck.
You're like,
Always.
I'm gonna kill you. She's like, kill me. She drops off of you and she falls down. She's like, please. She holds up her hand. You know.
I have the gauntlets on me. It's like
Oh,
you've never felt pain until you feel this.
Damn.
What the? He's gonna kill her ass, bro.
Then, Daku, you're like,
I go for the head
you
this
go,
time.
"Ah!" You do. His head flies off and it blinks.
Oh,
And it explodes into chains. His whole body.
I mean, he's
Thiago, just as you're going to strike, a part comes back into your brain, you know, like you feel empathy again. And you see this girl sitting before you. Pure terror in her eyes at her own demise. She's scared,
I
she's
thought
crying.
she was ready for it.
She looks up. You see that she's ready, but tears are dripping out of her eyes, and she still has that tinge of fear.
And yeah, I got my empathy back, right?
Yeah.
So instead of striking her with the punch, I strike my forearm. Like I put my forearm to block the punch.
You go, God! You go, "Ugh."
It's like, oh!
You collapse.
Oh, this girl thinks you're crazy as fuck.
True.
You're. What? What do you say?
Angel!
It's like, oh, God!
She says,
I just couldn't do it. I can't.
she says, you're. She looks you in the eyes. She says, You're not. You're different. Your mind. Are you? You have empathy now. She puts her hand on your shoulder. Listen,
I'm back.
I know he corrupted you. I understand his power. He's... It's hard to explain, but she looks. She says, all of the powers he have, everything that he has, are sucked from others. Do you understand? And the mind, my mind, it's able to connect with others.
It's like, oh man. Well,
She
Do
looks
you know
into
its
your
weak
eyes
point?
and you say, just like old man, and there's a
Oh
and
shit.
she goes, huh? She stumbles back. What the? You have no clue what happened.
yeah. Do you know it's any weak point we have to kill it?
She says, this old man. Take me to him, please.
Well, I guess. Gonna be a little hard to run. I kind of hit myself pretty hard there.
She says, do you know where he is? Hurry.
No. We can always look for him.
Well, you know he's back with Louie.
Oh, is he still in the same spot? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was at that point.
I'm fucked
Oh, yeah.
up, bro. Fuck
I
you.
grab her and I start running again.
She runs, and you guys all sprint back, and you land. Old man stands over Louie, and he says, "If you're going to take him, you'll have to go through me." But then it's you, you know.
Yeah.
And Louie's lying there, just half awake, in pain.
Oh man,
It's you. And the
I don't know
girl.
what she wants, but she wanted to speak with you or something. She wanted to see you.
She sits and she says. She looks, and he says, "Who?" She says, I've seen you before." He says, "What?" "Look into my eyes." "Okay." They look into each other's eyes, and he goes, "Oh!" She says, "I've seen you." Wait, she goes, "I've seen you." Wait. She says, "I've seen you in my dream," and they both say, "In my dreams." And then she says, "Father."
Oh shit!
And he says, "Daughter."
Huh?
Bruh.
Alright, where's the next episode? What the fuck?
Damn, dude, that shit, dude. Fuck, man.
Imagine if he actually killed her. Oh, fuck,
Dude.
Fucking murked her, fragged her.
fucking donutted her. She was about a donut.
What do you think of that twist?
Oh
Dang.
shit!
If you think about it, it's actually her own fault that I almost killed her.
Yeah, it's her fault for being born.
That's true. True.
She made a deal with the devil.
What do you guys think of that, though?
Holy shit! It's
A revelation has been made.
When did he steal his kid? When did Gunman do it? What?
Dude, that was like a
God,
2-hour episode.
That was really long.
It's a long
Yeah,
episode.
I had a lot to fit in.
Was this both the episodes?
No, that was episode
Okay,
one.
fuck. Okay, fuck.
But I think we're gonna, look, cliffhanger it.
No!
Because it's perfect. That was a perfect
Yeah,
ending.
Dude, oh my god. I knew whenever I look into those guys' eyes and I just collapsed, that I just had to have a change of, state,
Yeah.
And I had to think of one, and I was like, fuck, do I want to be a pussy or,
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, fuck it, psychopath.
Fuck.
It was perfect. And then, of course, the revelation. She's old man's daughter.
When did Godman steal his fucking kid?
Well, you remember when his pregnant
Yeah.
wife? Yeah.
Died. So he's an
Yeah, I
ass.
probably died during childbirth.
What a fucking faggot. That was true what she said. You're not even.
Dude,
my
I've been
brother.
holding that twist for a while.
Long. I fucking knew it. I felt that.
Now I have to get his permission to marry her.
Yo, kooky.
What?
But like Louis has to get his permission.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if she'll want to marry
I mean,
some.
it's looking like a Louis.
Yeah.
It's looking like a Louis Luna matchup.
The LL.
Yeah.
Good luck,
Sure.
Louis. Fuck.
I mean, that's season 2 right there. Like, that's a Louis Luna matchup.
Nah. Sure. I mean, I guess.
Good
I don't
luck,
think
good
she would
luck.
want to do that shit whenever I'm like, I'm about to kill you, bitch. Fucking.
Yeah.
Well, no, she's smart enough, and she has a. I mean, of course, she got it from her father. This stand, her stand.
Yeah.
So of course, she's smart enough to know that you are under control. She's not dumb.
Say mercy! Say mercy, bitch!
Well,
Dude.
Pretty pog.
Oh shit.
I don't
was
know.
fucking awesome. I
I
think
feel like
that's not my favorite episode.
Nah, I feel like the paint was still better.
Honestly, the paint was still better.
well, it's not over yet.